Hello, Montclair State University. I'm Annalise D'Agostino, and this is WMSC's Profession Direction, an inside look into the lives of the educators at Montclair State University. Today on WMSC's Profession Direction, we have a special guest, Jeffrey Indiveri Gant, the Assistant Dean of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences here at Montclair State University. Assistant Dean Gant, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thanks so much for having me.
Now, would you just give us a brief overview of the schools and departments within the College of Humanities and Social Sciences?
Sure. CHSS is the largest college at Montclair State University. We have over 5,000 undergraduate students enrolled and about 500 graduate students enrolled. And in terms of undergraduate departments, we have 19 different majors on campus, and that ranges anywhere from English to history to modern languages to Spanish and Italian, psychology, sociology. We really offer a wide range of programs through the humanities and social sciences.
Assistant Dean Gant, how did you become interested in humanities and social sciences?
Well, I majored in French during college, during my undergrad at Montclair State University. I'm actually a two-time graduate, bachelor's and master's, from Montclair State's French department. I became interested in studying the language when I was a kid, really. When I was in 7th grade, we had to pick between studying Spanish as your language or studying French as your language. And my mother, being ever the pragmatist, wanted me to study Spanish, so naturally I chose to study French. It's my little act of rebellion. And it stuck. I loved it. I loved the language. I had some incredible teachers growing up, and it drove me to study the language in college. Actually, my high school French teacher is a graduate from here, and that's how I ended up here at Montclair State.
Now, tell us a little bit about your career. What led up to your current position as the Assistant Dean of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences?
Sure. My career path has kind of been weird and winding. As I said, majored in French, specifically in French translation for my undergrad. And right out of college, I was fortunate to be one of the lucky ones who, you know, everybody would ask you, what are you going to do with a degree in French? And I showed them all by getting a job with a translation company as a project coordinator, working specifically on French translations. Then I went to a position at L'Oreal USA, which is obviously a French company, working in the human resources department, where I quickly found out that corporate life was not for me. So I hightailed it back to Montclair State. I was lucky enough to land a position in the Office of Undergraduate Admissions as a transfer counselor and recruiter, and I worked in that position for several years before I was promoted to Assistant Director for Communications and Marketing. So I would help to work on all the view books and the marketing materials that we put out to help recruit students. And then by fate and through serendipity, the Assistant Dean position opened up in my old home of Humanities and Social Sciences, and my skill set and my experiences kind of just seemed to gel and were perfect for the position. And I've been the Assistant Dean now for, it'll be 2 years in February, so I'm very happy to be home in CHSS.
Now, why is it important for Montclair State students to have a general knowledge about humanities and social sciences?
Well, the humanities and social sciences, in a lot of ways, are kind of what make the world go round. They are the foundation of what makes us people in society and the foundation of culture, really. It's important for students to have a general understanding and a general appreciation for humanities and social sciences because it makes you a better citizen of the world. It really helps you engage with your environment, engage with your society, to be a better thinker, to be a more analytical thinker. And that's really what's important when we're talking about going out into the job market in very uncertain times with our job market right now, and becoming this engaged citizen who's able to have transferable skills that can take you over a range of different fields, different professions, and different experiences in your life.
Assistant Dean Gant, for the students who aren't studying humanities or social sciences, what courses do you recommend that they take? You know, courses that can apply to any career.
Definitely. We are very fortunate at Montclair State University, or I think we are at least, because we almost force students to become unofficial members of the humanities and social sciences, in that a large portion of the general education requirement is housed in the college. So I don't know that there's any one specific course that I would single out for non-CHSS students, but courses that focus on critical thinking, on being analytical, on becoming a great writer, those are really the courses that can help anybody in their future careers. And you get those through our English composition courses, through literature courses, through history courses, through psychology courses. Anything that's very analytical or writing intensive really helps you build those skills that are going to take you on to greater heights.
Now describe to us, what impacts do humanities and social sciences have on everyday life and just society in general?
Well, like I said earlier, humanities and social sciences, the study of the humanities and social sciences in particular, is kind of what puts us in touch with our humanity and our appreciation for the world culture and expanding the world view. So I think that's really important. The humanities in general, it's kind of how we process and document our human experience. So developing an appreciation for that is very helpful in kind of learning where we've come from and projecting where we're going. And I think that that's applicable to almost anybody, to have that kind of sense of self, sense of place within the continuum of space and time in our society. And then for the social sciences, that's really an empirical approach to studying our society and to studying our relationships. And there's a lot that can be said to the development of empathy for others, and taking a psychology course or taking a sociology course and learning about other people and how they live, or an anthropology course. Those are really key disciplines to helping us understand each other as people. So I think that you really kind of can't escape the benefit of the humanities and social sciences in our modern world.
Now, what is the expected future for the College of Humanities and Social Sciences here at Montclair State University?
Well, the Humanities and Social Sciences covers a large range of academic disciplines and majors and departments, so it's very difficult to kind of pinpoint a specific direction because they're all kind of changing and evolving in very different and exciting ways. Definitely the incorporation of stronger student-faculty research connections. We'll be seeing that throughout all of our programs. Developing internship opportunities is something that we're looking into, that we're excited about expanding to different departments. But really the departments in general, whether they be English or the languages or psychology, sociology, or any of the other programs, they all have their own kind of agenda that feeds up to our larger CHSS plan. And they're going to be doing some really exciting, dynamic things with their faculty and the courses, and just innovating to make sure that we're addressing the needs of kind of the changing times.
So why study humanities and social sciences here at Montclair State University as opposed to another college or university?
So I said earlier that we are the largest college on this campus, and Montclair State University is one of the largest universities in the state of New Jersey. What I've often heard is that you can make a big school feel small, but you can't make a small school feel big. And I think that really rings true at Montclair State and in CHSS specifically. You have the option and the opportunity to really get the most out of your experience here. We have the resources of a large institution, but we also have the one-on-one faculty-student contact that really makes us feel like a smaller institution. We have wonderful clubs and organizations within CHSS that allow students to interact with each other and to get excited about their disciplines and to do really excellent things here. As I mentioned earlier, faculty-student research partnerships are something that is encouraged here. Internships are encouraged here in CHSS. And so that really provides a unique and differentiated experience. But above all, we just encourage students to kind of take charge of their own education and to make the most out of their own experience.
Assistant Dean Gant, what advice do you have for students currently studying humanities and social sciences?
Oh, well, I think for students studying anything at any point in their academic career, the best advice I could ever give them is just to find what you're passionate about and pursue it relentlessly. Just to get in there, squeeze out every bit of enjoyment and every bit of kind of the academic experience from your major, interact with your faculty, interact with your peers, because those are the experiences, much more so than anything you'll ever read in a book, that are going to help you to prepare for the ever-changing job market and just for kind of living your life in general. Having interactions with people throughout the course of your life, that passion is what carries you and what inspires you, no matter what kind of path your career takes.
Okay, now for the final question, the profession direction trademark question. Now, over the years, WMSC has been known for its underground music. Assistant Dean Gant, what is your favorite band?
I don't think I'm cool enough to have an underground favorite band. I'm very much top 40, kind of whatever's on the radio. So right now I'm really very much into Sarah Bareilles and her new song, Brave. That's my favorite right now.
That is okay because I love that song too.
Great.
I've been talking with Jeffrey Indiveri Gant, the Assistant Dean of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences here at Montclair State University. Assistant Dean Gant, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
If you would like to request a professor for WMSC's Profession Direction, send us an email, wmscprofessiondirection@gmail.com. I'm Annalise D'Agostino, WMSC News.
But I wonder what would happen if you say what you want.